How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace, and today we are checking out Faouzia doing a rendition. I don't think it's a cover necessarily because this has lyrics and the original I don't think did, but a rendition of a Beethoven song, Bagatelle in A minor, or as it's more commonly known as Für Elise. So I went ahead and checked out the song because, by title alone, I didn't recognize it. And the second it started playing, I'm like, oh, that's what it's called. It's one of those songs that you've heard probably a lot and just didn't know the title to, because that's what happened for me. And supposedly he wrote this in the early 1800s for a woman he wanted to marry. So yeah, this one was highly requested to check out, so I said we go ahead and get to it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, Faouzia, Für Elise. Here we go.
I'll dance like a puppet on your string. I'll sing when you order me to sing.
That's sad.
I'll ring like a desperate violin. You're so musical, an artist. You make a lie sound like it's true. You're unusual, creative, hard to do to be a muse. So play me like my name is Elise. Lie to me and say you'll never leave. Drown me in your twisted melodies. I'll pretend you wrote them all for me. I'll jump. If you ask, I'll say how high. I'll run like a shiver down your spine. For you, I would give you my own life. You're so musical, an artist. You make a lie sound like it's true. You're unusual, creative, hard to do to be a muse.
I'm definitely liking this like a lot more than the previous reaction that I did for Faouzia, the song Hero. And the elements of the classical music that are here are like amazingly arranged. Kind of like a modern twist, and it's mixed very well. And people were commenting in the previous reaction how they liked her darker songs, and this definitely has like more elements of that darker tone by comparison of Hero. And I think I definitely like that a lot more. And the instrumentation here is very minimal. Like, it's a piano, and I believe it's a cello. It's hard for me to tell the difference between a cello and a bass. From what I can tell, like, they look very similar. One's obviously a little bit bigger than the other, but from what I understand, people playing the bass are typically standing up, and the person that's playing the instrument is sitting down, so that leads me to believe it's a cello. But definitely correct me if I'm wrong, because it's hard for me to tell the difference between the two, I'm gonna be honest. And there's parts of the instrumentation here where it's da 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 da, like it kind of reminds me of Danny Elfman a little bit. So it kind of has that modern spin of like a darker song, and it still has like the pop elements that she's singing. It's definitely not fast paced. It's pretty slow, and how she's singing and how the instruments are going while she's singing, it just has like that hint of sadness to it. And I'm just gonna call it a cello for the sake of this video. Definitely, again, let me know if I'm wrong or right. But when the cello comes in, she's humming at the same time, and that just has this element of Nightmare Before Christmas, and like I definitely resonated with that. And when she was singing, she did say that the song was Für Elise, and when she did that, she was mimicking the piano. And I thought that was like really cool as well. I had to watch it a couple of times just to get the motion right on that one. And when you get to the chorus of the song, you can pretty much tell that this song is like about this abusive and toxic relationship. And then when you go back and look at the lyrics, like, I'll dance like a puppet on your string, lie to me and say you'll never leave, drown me in your twisted melodies, and then I'll jump if you ask, I'll say how high. So it definitely matches that melody that's happening during this song. And even in the room that they're in, like, there's a couple of lights on, but it's not super bright or anything. The colors are very brown and red. And looking at color theory, like for negative, brown can represent feelings of loneliness, sadness, and dullness, which I think is definitely represented in the song. And not only that, but the room itself just kind of gives this like Victorian style that was from like the 1800s. It definitely has that vintage feel and look to it. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this. I'm ready to check out the rest of it. I said we go ahead and get back to it, so here we go.
So play me like my name is Elise. Lie to me and say I'll never leave. Drown me in your twisted melodies. I'll pretend you wrote them all for me.
There's a bit of happiness there.
You're so musical, an artist. Won't you play me like, won't you play me like?
Explosive.
Play me like my name is Elise.
At the end there was like just a little bit of happiness when she smiled. Like there was just this hint of happiness, and then at the end, like she had she had this like facial expression, like she was just completely devastated, completely in tears. And it was definitely a lot sadder than I was expecting it to be at the end. And when she was singing during the bridge, it was getting more and more explosive, and it kind of, when she was getting louder and louder, it kind of just gave off this this vibe that she was like screaming for help or trying to reach out for help. And she definitely has range as a singer here too. Like she was getting higher and higher, and like she was doing all these vocal tricks as well. Now, full disclosure, when she was singing like, and she was like doing all these tricks and stuff, that part I didn't like as much. Like pop music to me isn't something that I resonate with as much, so that kind of didn't land for me. I see the talent and I can see like why people would enjoy that, but personally that specific part wasn't for me. Now, by comparison, during that second chorus when she was singing melody and she was doing these little note drops, I did like that. I definitely resonated with that a lot more. And I think that's just because like you don't hear it that often. It's not really something that's done. And at the beginning of the bridge when she's doing her vocal tricks, that part I did like. So there was two parts of the bridge, like that, one that I liked and one that I didn't. It started with one that I liked and it ended with one that I didn't. I think it about balanced out for me, and I think that's great. But yeah, this was a fantastic piece of music. I'm glad I was able to check this out. If this is like the darker tone that people were talking about, this is definitely something that I think I would enjoy a lot more. And I definitely would not mind checking out more of Faouzia. If y'all have any suggestions or anything I should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. It tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check out the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All my socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. The release schedule I always drop on the socials a couple days early, so if you would like a sneak peek as to what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. Each request is only $5 and it helps me out a bunch. The link to the video we reacted to is also in there. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment hashtag Elise. I think that's it for this reaction. I'll check you out in the next one. Bye, guys.